Hi guys! Welcome to my channel. It's the Daily Row. Alright, thank you so much for joining, and thank you for those who watched the last video. The link is below for those who have not watched that video as yet, and I gave 8 tips on how to grow your natural hair. Alright, so today I'm going to be doing porosity test. From the last video, I got a number of requests as it relates to how do I test the porosity, what is porosity, what products should I use if I have a particular porosity. So today we're going to focus on low porosity, and then we look at the normal and the high porosity in separate videos. But I want to show you first. So porosity is just from the word porous, and porous just has to do with how open your hair is, like sponge. So think about a sponge. It's how open your hair is to moisture, because just like a sponge sucks up liquid, it's the same thing with our hair. Now we have low, we have normal, and we have high porosity. So how do you test the porosity of your hair? All right, so you get a glass of water, and this is mine. All right, and I had like some of my hair, I don't know if you can see it. Okay, but I had some of my hair that, you know, was in the comb, and make sure it's without any products in it. All right, because you don't want to get the products on your hair. So possibly when you comb it after you have shampooed and conditioned and you know just drying and combing out your hair, at that time you don't have any products in your hair. So you want to make sure that the products are not there to mask what is actually happening. All right, so I'm just gonna drop the little bit in, and mine sits on top of the water. All right, let me bring it a little closer. All right, there it is, and it's just sitting at the top. Now if I had, so this says that I have low porosity, okay, and low porosity means that it is not open to moisture. If it was high porosity, it would have just fallen to the bottom as soon as I dropped the hair in. If it was normal, it would have been in the middle, and then it takes its time to sink. But because it's low, it's still sitting at the top. There it is, still sitting at the top, and it's just going to do that for hours. It's gonna do that for a little. So it simply means that I have low porosity hair, and what that means is my hair is not open to moisture. It tends to get dry easily, and products generally just sit on the hair instead of being absorbed into the hair. So I have product buildup quite a bit, so I have to make sure that I wash my hair basically every week, but to make sure that whatever product buildup is there, that I get rid of it, because you don't want too much products on your hair. It weighs it down, it makes it look limp and lifeless. So you want to make sure you get your hair cleansed at least once per week. So what do you do if you have low porosity hair? And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So having done the test, if you do the test and you realize, okay, the hair is just sitting there, it has not sunk to the bottom, it's not in the middle, it's just sitting at the top, it means that you have low porosity hair. So join the crew. All right, and for the others, we'll talk about what to do for your hair in the next 2 videos. But for today, I wanted to just zero in on low porosity hair. So what do you do? 1, use a Prepoo treatment. All right, the Prepoo is just what you do before you shampoo your hair, and get some oils. All right, saturate your hair with oils. You can use your regular oils, castor oil, coconut oil, extra virgin coconut oil, that is, and your extra virgin olive oil. You want to make sure you use those, and there are several others. You have almond, several. Okay, so just make sure you coat your hair with the oils before you shampoo. I like to do this overnight and just make sure that the oil, because my hair is not very porous, make sure the oil gets enough chance to, you know, just soak in as much as it can. All right, so you want to do a Prepoo treatment if you have low porosity hair, to make sure that when you shampoo it doesn't strip or take away any additional moisture. So that's one. Two, always deep condition. All right, now if you have low porosity, it's advisable that you deep condition your hair at least twice per month. Okay, I know persons will do it once, but do it at least twice to make sure that you have enough moisture, because that's the thing with our hair with low porosity. You don't have enough moisture because your hair is repelling moisture instead of absorbing and loving the moisture. You get what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you deep condition, and if you're deep conditioning, put on a steam cap. Allow your hair to steam. If you so prefer to do heat and go on a hooded dryer, then fine. Or you just go throughout the day, do it from early in the morning when you get up, put on a cap, any kind of bag, a scandal bag for the Jamaicans who are watching, or just a shower cap. Make sure it steams, because you want to make sure that your hair follicles are open to whatever moisture you are going to seal in. All right, so do a deep conditioning treatment at least twice per month. Another tip, water down your conditioner. Put some water in your conditioner if it's too thick, but just get some additional water in your conditioner to make sure that, you know, you get in, because remember, you get moisture from liquid, you get moisture from water, not from oil. Oil is a sealant, so you want to make sure you get as much water in your hair as possible. All right, so if your conditioner is a bit on the thick side, then you can add some water to your conditioner, which would increase the water intake that your hair is getting. Just like how water is important for our body to give us nice skin and, you know, just our organs to function, it's the same with our hair. All right, you want to next seal in, the next tip, seal in the moisture with an oil. So once you get the water in your hair, you get your oil, seal it in, because that's how you actually seal in moisture. You add the oil to the wet or the damp hair, okay, because the moisture is there from the liquid, and then you add the oil, and the oil is just basically sealing it, sealing the deal, right? So that's what the oil is for. All right, another one is to try up the baggy method or the greenhouse effect. So when you're going to your bed, you probably can put on the shower cap, your plastic bag or whatever, go to sleep with it. I used to do it. All right, I probably need to go back to it, but just go to bed with it. Make sure that you have it, and when you get up in the morning, you're going to see how supple your hair feels, very moisturized, because it's like you're steaming your hair while you are sleeping. All right, but what it's doing is locking in the moisture so your hair doesn't repel. And the last one is to make sure that you use a satin cap. I mentioned it in the last video, check the link below. Just use a satin cap to make sure that you are ensuring that whatever you put in stays in and it's not being sucked out with the cotton. All right, so you want to make sure you do that. So those are some of the tips, guys, for low porosity hair. I hope that if you have it, you'll implement some of those tips. It doesn't mean that, you know, we have to have our hair dry all the time. You can have nice supple hair even if you have low porosity. So please remember to like, subscribe, turn on that notification, and remember, I'm going to be doing parts 2 and 3 to this video for those who have normal, what do you do for that type of hair, and also those who have high porosity hair and what those mean as well. All right, so see you then. Thanks for watching.